What is going on, Fortnite fans? My name's Luke-thenotable, and in this video, we're going to be talking about why Fortnite's default skin is legendary. If you have ever played Fortnite, you have definitely seen this skin. It's the default one. It's goofy, it's stylish, and it might just be the greatest skin of all time. Okay, maybe we won't go that far, but it is a pretty good skin despite some of the things you might read on the internet. In this video, I'll be going over a ton of different fun facts about the default skin. There's more than you might know, and maybe I might be able to change your heart about our little default friends. So stand up, clear the area, and default dance until people ask you what's wrong. Because we're gonna be talking about why Fortnite's default skin is legendary. I guess first we should go over what the default skin actually is. Fortnite Battle Royale is a free-to-play game. Anyone can play it on multiple platforms. And the first customizable skin that you get is the default one. The default skin is actually multiple different skins. It's not just one. If you select the default skin and then go into a match of Fortnite Battle Royale, you will get a random different skin each time. There are 8 different default characters, 4 male and 4 female. There currently isn't a way to choose which default skin you'd like to play as. It's all random. This is an image created by a fan for a possible interface for choosing default skins. But again, we can't. Default skins are generally worn by free-to-play players in Fortnite. And yeah, they're not known to be the best players. So if you see a default skin, it probably means it's going to be a pretty easy kill. The Save the World version of the game, which I have never played, I swear, actually gives the names of the default skins. Hey, look at that Fortnite lore! The 8 names are Hawk, Banshee, Wildcat, Jonesy, Spitfire, Ramirez, Headhunter, and Renegade. I think I like Jonesy the best. Now these names are only in the Save the World version of Fortnite, not in the Battle Royale, so maybe they aren't technically the names of the default characters. But hey, a man can dream about that juicy lore. Alright everyone, we're going default hunting. I'm gonna show you how to find some of these guys. I'm sorry, Delive Terrarian, I have to kick you. Oh, he's back! Look at that, we have him. Can't get past this guy. One of the most common places you'll find a default is Tilted Towers. Don't ask me why, but a ton of defaults go here. Oh, okay, hey bud, how you doing? Oh no, he sees me. Now what you're seeing here is a more advanced default. You can tell by the backpack that this default has a little bit of skill. He's played before. That is a free-to-play backpack though, so this guy isn't an imposter. He's true free-to-play. I messed around with him for a while and eventually he killed me. Now when I say this guy's free-to-play, I just mean that he hasn't spent any money on the game for customizable options. Fortnite has tons of different customizable options. You can change your harvesting tool, your back bling, and yeah, your skin. And some of these customizable options are available to free-to-play players, but there is never been a free-to-play skin. The cheapest and least rare skins in Fortnite cost about 800 V-Bucks. Now if you went to buy those V-Bucks with your mom's credit card, it would only be a couple bucks. She probably wouldn't even notice. But if you're a free-to-play player, getting V-Bucks is far more difficult. The only way to get V-Bucks in free-to-play is through the Battle Pass. Every season, free-to-play players will get 200 V-Bucks, provided that they do a little bit of grinding. The only problem is a season lasts 3 months, so that's 200 V-Bucks every 3 months. So if you wanted to buy this cheapo 800 V-Buck skin that probably no one in the world would ever want and you were a free-to-play player, it would take you over 1 year to get the V-Bucks. To get my Battle Shroud, it would take you over 2 years to save up 2,000 V-Bucks in order to buy it. What I'm trying to get at here is if you're playing Fortnite as a free-to-play player, it's going to be very difficult for you to get a skin and other customizable options. Though Fortnite Battle Royale is pretty nice to the free-to-play players in the game. If you were to complete every single daily challenge and every single weekly challenge in the Battle Pass, even as a free-to-play player, you would unlock everything available. For Season 5, the highest item available to free-to-play players is this weird, like, shark thing? I don't know. But again, there has never been a free-to-play skin, which means most free-to-play players wear the default skin. But if you buy the Battle Pass for just 1,000 V-Bucks, you get a ton of skins. It's a really good deal. Alright, check this out. It's near the end of Season 5, at least at the time that I'm recording this video. If you bought the Battle Pass, it would cost you 1,000 V-Bucks, or about 10 bucks. If you were able to grind all the way to level 100, you would get a ton of awesome skins, including Ragnarok. But you would also make back 1,500 V-Bucks. So just from grinding through the Battle Pass, you actually make back 50% more V-Bucks than you paid in. It's like free money! Quit your jobs, guys. Fortnite, it's the way to go. I wanted to find out how rare the default skin actually is, and how many people use a default skin in any random match. But counting defaults is not as easy as it may seem. For these games, I dropped directly into Tilted Towers to make sure that I wouldn't last long. And in game number 1, yeah, it's exactly what happened. Once I was dead, I could go into the replay mode and count every default that jumped off the bus. Fun fact, you actually spawn out the front of the bus bus, not the back. You can set the speed pretty low, which makes it very easy to count any defaults that spawn out the front of the bus. And if you're wondering why I didn't count defaults on the respawn island, it's because not all 100 players will load into this island before a match. So counting these defaults would give me bad numbers. From my data, on Xbox One, about 18% of players on average have the default skin in any given match. Interestingly, when I counted defaults on PC, I got quite a bit more on average. On PC, in my solo matches, I averaged 28% defaults, compared to 18% on the Xbox. It's not a huge increase, but it is an increase. So I guess if you are going to go default hunting, PC might be the better option. Now, if you've ever played Switch Fortnite, you'll know that there's quite a lot of defaults. Mostly because it's the newest platform to receive Fortnite. It's still free to play though. I'm pretty good at Switch Fortnite. I originally learned on the Xbox One, and it's pretty much the same controls on the Switch. Though going back to 30 FPS is pretty sucky. I wasn't able to count defaults in the Switch version of Fortnite, mostly because there wasn't a replay function. I guess the Switch just can't run it. The best I could do was count them as they dropped out of the bus in the live game, and that just wasn't gonna happen, it's too fast. There is quite a lot of pride for the default skin out there, and for good reason. Being a true default means that you're free to play, and you haven't spent any money on the game. And I think there is something a little noble about that. Sure, the skins out of the Battle Pass are awesome, and they're still pretty cheap, and you make money from it! But it still costs $10 to buy into, and that's not free. So I can see why players wouldn't want to go for the Battle Pass or other skins and just play Fortnite as a default. There's also a lot of people coming into Fortnite every day. Those people aren't gonna buy a ton of skins right off the bat, right? They're gonna stay as defaults, probably for a while. Most of the time, people playing Fortnite are gonna wait until they win a game to buy a customizable skin. You know, to commemorate it. It's hard to win a game of Fortnite, so when you do, you're gonna buy a skin, right? Maybe? I don't know. That's what I did. And this in here lies my argument about defaults. They're bad, they're noobs, they cannot play the game. If you see a default skin, it is an easy kill. 1,000,000,000% of the time. Obviously, not every default is bad. There are defaults out there that could destroy me, you, everybody. My Uncle Rodrigo, he plays as a default sometimes. He's pretty good. Well, yeah, most of them are terrible. $10 gets you like 12 skins, as well as like a ton of pickaxes and other stuff. It's crazy how good the Battle Pass is. I'm not even shilling. Like, if you care anything about Fortnite, you're probably pretty good. If you're good, what better way to show it to the world than earning the Ragnarok skin or the John Wick skin or Omega? If you're good at Fortnite, most likely you're probably gonna invest in a skin. And yeah, there probably are people out there that main the default skin and are very good at it. More power to them. But most of those defaults are true defaults, which means they ain't good. Time for some top tier default strategies. If you're a new player, you may suffer from sucking a ton. Well, Papa Luke-thenotable is gonna show you some pretty good strategies. You see this mountain here? Drop it every single game. It's pretty easy. It's actually right in the middle of the Fortnite map between Tilted Towers and Dusty Divot. You're gonna wanna drop to this little shack on top of the mountain. Always make sure to take care of this tree right next to it. There's almost always a little bit of loot here. You want to pick up whatever's there and build a stairway up to the top. Then knock out the floor above. There might also be loot up here. It looks like I just got some wood or something. Then you're going to want to build a floor under you and sit in the corner. Defaults have weak little hearts, so this sort of gameplay is good for them. This is a good strategy because from the outside, this shack looks pretty much looted. There's nothing in there. There's no reason for anyone to come after you. That's why I like the elevated shack. You can give it that look of being looted. I might even be able to just like put some extra stuff here too, just to make it look like there was just some fighting or something. I don't know. You'll also want to notice the storm. As I zoom out of the map here, you'll notice that this mountain is right in the center of the map. Most of the time, that means you're going to get inside the first and sometimes even second circle. While everyone else is killing each other, you are safe. This strategy's so simple that even a default could figure it out. I see him through the cracks. There he is. He's not gonna come near us. He's probably just gonna use our ramps. Oh, please don't check. Oh no. Oh, I don't have much. I don't have much at all. Well, 17th place ain't bad. You know, I'll take it. For sitting in a shack, I'll take it. Look at that XP too, not bad. Say what you will about the default skin. I really like it. I think if you're gonna have a skin that all new players are gonna start out with, the default skin in Fortnite is one of the best skins for it. Rather than being some boring skin that never changes, you get 8 skins with the default one. They're always random, they change all the time. Now I'm not gonna wear the default skin because I have tons of other skins and customizables that I like to put on. But I could see exactly why someone would take pride in this skin. If you're a true default out there, then wear the default skin with pride. And if you're not a true default, well, make them think you are, then kill them. You can use some psychological warfare with the default skin, and sometimes people don't fight you as hard, and that's when you kill them. And to anyone offended by any of the default jokes that I've made over the last couple Fortnite videos that I've created, I'm still making those jokes. You're still noobs. Get a skin, they're like $10. I'll buy this one. I don't even like this one. Thank you all for watching my 7-part documentary on the default skin. I hope you enjoyed it. If you click the LTN logo in the bottom left of the screen, you can subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all of my content. If you don't want to subscribe, you know, that's fine. Just come back later, watch more videos. They're okay. Thank you all for watching. Please, stay notable, and I will see you in the next video. I dropped into the ocean 100 times, and this is what happened.